Hello everyone, and welcome to our day 15 of 21 for our 21-day yoga challenge. My name's Antoinette. I want to thank Sibley Hospital for supporting this effort, and I also want to give a shout out to one of my best friends who I call Floyd B, and she gave me these rockin' yoga pants yesterday when we were together. So thank you, Suzanne, and I'm going to look forward to practicing in them tonight, because I love skiing and love you too. So, can you guys believe that we have been practicing together for 2 weeks together? 2 weeks solid of yoga every day. And so thank you so much for continuing your dedication to your breath, to your movement, to getting in touch with your body. And what a great gift to give to yourself. I'm gonna let a couple of students back in on Zoom, so 1 second on that. Make sure we get everybody in. And so welcome Cynthia and Juliet. And I'm going to do a quick screenshot to make sure that we have everybody here. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure everybody's muted. And then we're going to get started. So we're going to get started seated in Sukhasana. There you are, Suzanne. See? I'm rocking them out. I hope you're wearing yours too. You have to send me a picture. All right. Suzanne, we were just talking about you because Jeff's on Zoom, so I heard you guys have a great trip coming up. All right, let's start in Sukhasana, everyone. Starting off in our easy posture together. As we always do, and as we come to sit on our mats, we take a moment so that we can start to let that external noise, right? Or that external dialogue just start to dissipate, fade away. And so with that, we can either keep the eyes closed or the gaze soft depending on what feels good to us, right? What we feel safe in doing in this moment. As we sit on the mat with our legs crossed, or if it doesn't feel comfortable to us, just keeping our legs out in front, the knees slightly bent. We take a moment to just notice proprioceptively as we sit where we are, right? We feel the buttocks touch the mat. We feel our feet as they touch the mat or the surface that we happen to be on. We start to sit a little taller, growing taller through the torso so that the chest can rise, our heart can open. Open to the possibilities of where you might be in your day. Open to the possibilities of where you might go as you move and breathe in your yoga meditation, or moving meditation. We start to take a good deep inhale in and an exhale out. We feel the air as it comes through the nostrils, as it goes down the windpipe, as we open up the chest. Literally following the steps of the breath as we take a good deep inhale in and an exhale out. Perhaps we feel that rise of the belly as it fills on the inhale and then contracts on the exhale. Perhaps with this movement of breath in and out, we can find some gratitude for coming to our mats today, for taking an hour out of our day to start to explore, to find some peace and some inner stillness, or just to stretch and move. Let's take one good deep inhale in together for 1, 2, and 3. Let's hold that breath, and as we do, start to take the navel back toward the spine. We sit a little taller through the spine, and then exhale for 1, 2, and 3. Let's open our eyes together as we bring our arms straight up. As we do, we reach up and extend. And as we do, reaching long through the middle fingers. One moment. Just letting somebody else in. And then exhale down the arms. Inhaling as we rise up, reaching through the middle fingers, reaching up, and then exhaling down the arms. Inhaling as we reach up. Notice if the arms start to kind of not straighten automatically. And so maybe you have to bring your shoulders up toward your ears for just a moment, and then you can start to let the shoulders just start to fall down. I can see myself in the screen, so my affected shoulder from my shoulder surgery isn't fully straight. So I'm being mindful of that. Perhaps you can see that in your own screen. Exhale down your right arm. Start to hug that right elbow in toward the body and press down with that right arm so that you can root down and rise up with that left arm, finding length on the left side of the body. On the next breath, then start to head over toward the right side. As you do, feel that left sits bone make contact with the mat as you reach long. Start to take that right hand slightly behind you and open up, taking that left arm slightly behind you. So you're opening up the front of the chest. Come back as you reach up with both arms. Good deep inhale. And now as you exhale, take your left hand down. Hug that left elbow in toward the midline. And now push down as you root down with that left arm. Rise up with the right. Good deep inhale here. And as you exhale, then head over toward the left side. Again, we start to root down with that right sits bone, right? The right buttock. And then we start to reach long through that the right hand. Start to take that left hand slightly behind you now, and then open up, taking the right hand slightly behind. Come back as you reach up and inhale, good deep inhale. And now as you exhale, let's just twist over, taking a nice twist over toward the right side. We take the left hand to the right knee, and again, that right hand's right behind on the lower sacral area on the mat. We start to push the torso up, taking a look over toward that right side. In this twist, we can take a belly breath, letting the belly expand and then contract back. Again, engaging the core, just here in the seated fashion. Coming back as we reach up and inhale, good deep inhale. And as we exhale, let's head over to the other side. We'll take our left hand right behind us on the sacrum on the mat, below the sacrum, and right hand to that left knee, and then twisting from the abdomen, not the shoulders. Start to take a look toward the left side. Good deep belly breath, letting the belly expand and then contract. And then come back, reach up. Good deep inhale here. And on the exhale, let's take the arms out wide. So we start to starfish the hands and reach out like you're going to give somebody a giant hug. And then we'll start to exhale and bring the hands together. We take the back toward the back of the room. So we feel that lower back start to release. And then on the inhale, we start to bring the arms out wide. And on the exhale, bring the arms together. Inhaling as we reach out and extend. Inhaling as we expand. Exhaling as we contract. Good deep inhale, last one as we inhale in. And as we exhale, arms come down. Just gently start to roll the shoulders back on the breath. And now roll the shoulders forward. Rolling the shoulders back. And then rolling the shoulders forward. Slowly come on to hands and knees as you make your way forward, as you roll forward. I was just telling somebody that I've gone from one virtual studio to another, and so the fine-tuning of the cameras and turning off phones and all of that is out of sync from what I normally have. So apologies for the rings and the other things that have happened. As we come to tabletop, we start to take the navel back toward the spine, right? You're in this neutral position, and yet it's a very active one. As you look down toward the mat, without letting the belly hang, the neck can be long. And then almost like you're doing a shoulder push-up, without bending the elbows, we just start to take the chest down, let the shoulder heads rise up toward the ceiling, keeping the arms straight. And then gently, as you root down with the palms of the hands, then just rise the chest back up. So just kind of feeling yourself, again, proprioceptively, as you find yourself into this shape. And now if it's okay on the cervical spine, right, that area, then we can just start to Take a good deep inhale in and sway the back. We'll take a look up with the eyes and the chin. If it feels okay on the neck and all the way down the spine. If it doesn't and you have any sort of back or cervical spine issues, just keep the neck in that neutral position and just follow your breath. On the exhale, we're going to keep the hands padded and start to take the shoulders up toward the ceiling as we round the back. And then inhale, we'll sway the back. So we're just doing a little bit of what we call cat and cow, right? So this is cow as we sway the back, taking a look up with eyes and chin, sinking the chest down toward the mat. As we exhale, we'll start to round the back. And so we start to feel the shoulder blades in the lower back. Inhaling as we sway, and exhaling as we round. On this one, tenting your fingertips like you're going to play the piano. And you let the shoulder head start to rise up. And then again, let's come back toward our neutral. And I'm going to face you all so we can take an inhale in and exhale, start to take a look over toward that right shoulder. Start to C-shape the body. So you start to hinge toward that left hip, goes over toward the left side, and we start to take a look toward that right foot. If the knees allow tonight in your body, then you start to hinge into that left hip so that you can sink in and feel that left hip start to open up and release if it feels tight. Come back on the next breath. As you inhale and exhale, we'll take a look toward the left shoulder. Continue to start to C-shape the body, start to engage the core here on that C-shape, and then maybe you start to hinge into that right hip. Seeing again if it feels tight to you. And then we'll come back again, back into our neutral tabletop position. Let's take a little weight off of the hands and rise up, bringing the arms up. Good deep inhale here. Clasping the hands together, steeple chasing the fingertips. Let's head over toward the right side first. Drawing the breath, coming back up. And then on the exhale, let's head over to the other side. Drawing a breath, coming back up. And then circling the arms over and down back to tabletop. Take your right foot forward, framing the foot with the blocks that you might have available to you. If you don't, then just start to spider tip the fingers. Start to take that left knee slightly back and the right foot slightly forward so that you start to feel that front left hip. Start to squeeze the left buttock and come up on the inhale, bringing both arms up as you inhale in. Exhale out. Sink into that right knee if that feels okay to you. Start to gently twist over toward the left side and bring the arms out long and wide. Twist a little further. So again, twisting from the abdomen, not from the shoulders. And then take that right hand down toward the floor and the left arm up to 12 o'clock. We're just twisting here. Come back as you bring the arms out wide as if you were in a warrior two pose. And then gently bring the arms out as you're facing the front top of the mat. Arms come up on the inhale. And then exhale down, framing that right foot. Tuck the toes of that back foot under and let's come up into a lunge. So again, the fingertips can be spider tip your fingertips, or the hands can be on a block, your choice. We're just stretching here. Rolling up onto the ball of the feet and then coming back as you press back on that left calf. We'll take another twist here as you take your left hand either to the block or the floor, and we'll draw that right arm up to 12 o'clock. Reaching up on the inhale. On the exhale, taking that right arm right behind you. Again, opening up the chest. Right arm comes back up again, and now right arm comes over the head. Again, using the core as you make these motions. Windmilling the arms over and down, frame that right foot. Once more, take the left knee down, right knee is going to come back to meet it, and then we're going to take the left foot forward. Right? We're generally going to start to bring that left foot forward a couple of inches and bring that right knee back a couple of inches. So now we start to feel that right front hip, our right psoas muscle. We hinge in. We start to flex that right buttock maybe so that we can feel the strength and stability as we then bring our arms up. Good deep inhale here. Exhale out. The arms come out wide just like we were doing when we were in our seated posture. We'll start to gently hinge over as we twist over toward the right side. Arms stay out wide. Good deep inhale here. And then come back again, keep the arms out wide. And then make your way over toward the left side. Now your mobility might not be as much. You might not have as much range of motion, so just kind of playing around with that and seeing what feels possible for you. Come back with that outstretched hand and now bring the arms all the way up. Reach up, clasp the hands together, steeplechasing the fingers, and then take the fingertips over toward the left side. So just kind of playing around with range of motion. Coming up, good deep inhale, and as we exhale, we'll circle the arms over and down. We'll tuck the toes under on that right foot. Start to draw that left foot back just slightly so you have a 90-degree angle, and take that right knee off the mat. Again, just moving up onto the ball of the feet and then pressing back gently on that right calf. Creating some motion here. Inhaling and exhaling. Find weight in that right hand now, either on a block or on the floor, and we'll draw that left arm up to 12 o'clock. Again, coming into a twist. Reaching up and extending. Left hand's going to come back down again. This time, instead of bringing that left foot backwards, we're going to draw that right foot up to meet the left. We'll come into a half lift, either with hands on the block or hands on our shins. Either way, just again playing around with balance. So if your hands are on the blocks in front of you, feeling the hamstrings engage, gently start to rock the weight toward the ball of the feet, and then gently start to rock the weight back toward the heels and lift the toes off the mat. You can also do this if you don't have blocks. Just gently rock the weight slightly forward and then backwards. With a slight bend in the knee, slowly roll the body up to standing. And then on the inhale, drawing the arms all the way up, reaching up. Good deep inhale here. Exhaling down just the right arm, just like we were doing seated, grow taller on the left side, then head over to the right. So we start to C-shape the body, jutting out that left hip, coming up on the inhale, reaching up. Drawing down the left arm, we rise up with the right, and then let's head over to the left side. And then let's come back up again, good deep inhale. Exhale as we forward fold, hands on your shins, or the block, or down toward the floor, your choice. Inhale up to a half lift, hands on the block or the shins. Exhale as you forward fold, hands down toward the floor. And then gently let's start to rock the weight, coming all the way up, arms come up and overhead. Inhaling. As we exhale, we'll start to draw the right knee up now. So again, let's play around with a little bit of balance here. As we balance on our left foot, right knee is up at hip height. We use the core to draw the body up, right? We inhale and rise a little higher on that left side, flexing the left buttock. Finding some stillness here, balancing on that left leg. As we inhale in now, let's exhale, take that right foot forward, challenging ourselves to bring that right foot to hip height. And then we'll come back, right knee is bent, and step back into warrior one, reaching up. Good deep inhale. Exhaling down the right arm, rising with the right, the left arm. Straightening that left leg and flexing that left foot. Let's go a little higher as we reach and extend with the left arm. And then we'll come back. Both arms come up as we bend the left knee. Good deep inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer, right foot meets the left. Inhaling, exhaling, Tadasana. Arms down beside us as we rise, reaching up as we inhale. Exhale, left knee comes up to hip height, hands to prayer. We find weight in the right foot, balancing now. We'll flex that left foot, grow taller on the right side on the inhale, and as we exhale, let's send that left foot out, kicking it out. Coming back on the inhale, let's step back, exhaling as we come all the way up. Warrior one, good deep inhale. Exhaling down the left arm, we'll rise up with that right arm. Straightening the right leg and flexing the right foot. Let's go a little higher as we rise and extend. On the next breath, bending that right knee and raising up both hands up. Good deep inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer, left foot meets the right. Find your way here as you inhale in. And exhale, Tadasana. With our hands down beside us, taking a moment now, just like we were doing as we were playing around in our forward fold, if the balance is good, to gently start to rock up on the ball of the feet, taking the heels off like you're wearing high heels for just a moment. We feel the calves engage. And then we'll take the heels down and start to draw the toes up as we sink the weight back toward the heels. Toes come up, flaring. Gently start to draw the shoulder blades together as you broaden the collarbone. And now let the toes settle down and the shoulders settle as well. Gentle bend in the knee so you're not locking in. Let's come up with both arms as we reach up and extend. Exhale, start to draw the right knee up, weight in that left foot. We're going to kick forward and back, again finding balance on that standing left leg. As we inhale, growing taller on that left side, exhale, kicking forward first, and then finding our way, inhaling, and then gently kicking back. So we're not touching down, but kicking back and starting to access that buttock and hamstring. Inhale as we bend that right knee. Exhale, kicking forward. Inhale, bending the knee. Exhale, kicking back. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Add the arms. Inhaling, drawing up. Exhaling, kicking out. Inhaling, bending the right knee. Exhaling, just taking the right arms behind you now as you kick back. Right and left arms. Inhale, drawing up. So you're using your core. Exhale, kicking out. Inhale, bending the knee. And exhale, arms come backwards. We're going to go one more time. Inhale, drawing up. Exhale, kicking forward. Inhale, bending the knee. Exhale, kicking back. Inhale, drawing up. And exhale, right foot comes down to meet the left. Rockstar, kick that left foot so you can get a little reprieve. We'll inhale with hands to prayer. Exhale, Tadasana. You know where we're going to go now. Inhale as we reach up and extend. Exhale, hands to prayer. We'll find weight in the right foot, left knee is bent. Inhale, drawing the arms up, left foot kicks out. Coming back, left knee is bent. Exhale, we'll start to bring both arms back and kick back with that left leg. Inhale as we draw up, left knee is bent. Exhale, kicking out. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, left legs comes back. Arms come back. Inhale, drawing up. As you do, engaging the core. Exhale, kicking out. Inhale, coming back, left knee bent. Exhale, arm and leg come back. Inhale, drawing up. Exhale, kicking out. Inhale, coming back. And exhale, take your left foot down to meet the right. Let's inhale all the way up, reaching up, good deep inhale. Exhale as we forward fold, hands to the block or hands to your shins. Either way, flat back, find your breath. Exhale as you fully forward fold. Either hands, fingertips, spider tip your fingers, or hands to the block, and let's take our right foot and bring it back. We'll frame that left foot with the block, so you might need to step that left foot up just a little bit so we can come back into a lunge. Good deep inhale here. And as you exhale, take that right knee and bring it down. Shoelace is part of that right foot on the mat, and we'll rise up with the arms. Good deep inhale. And an exhale. Clasping the hands together, we'll rise up with the fingertips. And then again, just twist gently. Lean over toward the left side. We'll come back as we inhale and exhale down the arms, framing that left foot. We'll take that back knee back up again and then plant the sole of that right foot back. The right foot might be around 45 degrees. Now we're leaning over that left leg, and so we access that left hamstring. I'm going to move one block back. You could gently flex that left foot as you hinge over. And then pad that left foot down. We're going to create weight in that left hand now, and we're going to draw that right arm up to 12 o'clock. So we're coming into just a nice triangle pose here. You could even spider tip the fingers to bring up a little bit of height toward that left hand as you root down and rise up. Right arm's going to come up and over the body for a stretch. So as you pad that right foot down and you reach long with that right hand, maybe you start to feel a nice extension on the right side of the body. We'll circle the arms over and down, framing that left foot again. Now we're going to take the right foot to meet the left, continue to frame them with the blocks. Left foot's going to come back again. Left foot kind of finds its way around 45 degrees behind you, and now we're hinging over that right leg. We can start to lean forward over that right leg, and again, I'm going to move the block back just so you can see my foot if you're looking. You can start to flex that right foot and still hinge over that right leg. Just stretching here. Pad that right foot back, find weight in that right hand either on a block or on the floor, and let's draw that left arm now up to 12 o'clock, coming into a triangle pose. Trikonasana, as we take our left arm up toward the ceiling. Left arm's going to come up and over the head now for a nice stretch. Back up to 12 o'clock, and then we're going to circle the arms over and down, frame that right foot, and now take the left foot again to meet the right. Slowly make your way up, coming all the way up to standing, reaching up. Good deep inhale here. And an exhale, hands to prayer. Find some stillness and ease in this posture as you inhale in and exhale Tadasana. So we're just going to do a quadricep stretch, and then we can create layers coming into a dancer's pose if you want. Now remember, if you have access to a wall or to a chair for balance, that's great. I would rather you do that than start to wobble if you feel unsteady on your feet. So we start to find weight in that left foot. We'll start to draw the right foot up and then catch the right foot with the hand. If that's not possible for us and you have a strap, remember you can always take the strap to catch the foot, and then that can be the length that you need as far as the arms go. Again, if you're holding on to a wall or just with one finger, that way you can just focus more so on the quadricep stretch and also the balance of that standing leg. So we see there's a bit of a theme here, right? We're finding just balance on our standing leg. That leg that supports us and helps move us around in our day-to-day lives. Now, if you want more, we start to catch the inside edge of that right foot, staying in this quadricep stretch, and then you can start to hinge forward. So for some, you may want a little bit more. Again, I'm going to just touch onto this window ledge for just a moment so that I can reach up and extend, and you can see what that looks like. And then when you're ready, you could take the arms off, whatever you might be touching, coming into your dancer's pose. Finding your breath here. Continue to reach up and extend if you wanted a little bit more. And then gently drawing that leg back, and that right foot comes down. Again, a little rock star kick, channeling my inner Amy Wilson as we inhale in and exhale down Tadasana. Let's go to the other side. Reach up as we extend, both arms come up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Gently start to find weight in that right foot. Take the left foot up now so you know exactly where we're going to go. First, we can catch the inside or outside of that left foot, whatever might be available to us. Remember, without judgment, just noticing kind of what comes up. Do you feel strong and stable on this right side or not? It's okay either way. When you're ready, and if you wanted more, and maybe you have something that you could hold on to, you could start to kick back that left leg and then draw that right arm up, coming into your version of dancer's pose. Again, if you have something you could hold on to, and then maybe be able to lift and extend that left leg up a little bit more, you could do that just to get a deeper stretch. Drawing that right arm up more or not. Gently start to bring that left foot down, release the hold, and then we'll windmill the arms around, right? Just taking a little bit of movement here, free form. Both arms will come up as we inhale in. We'll kind of toe heel the feet out so they're about hip width distance apart, and then sit down like you're going to sit in a chair. So now again, we're using those quadriceps. Our arms can be forward, and then maybe we can sit a little bit lower. Good deep inhale here, and an exhale, we're going to take our hands to prayer. So stay here if it feels okay to you, right? Just focusing on that quadricep engagement. Good deep inhale here. Bring the feet slightly together and sink a little bit lower. Draw the arms back up again, and then straighten up, coming all the way up, inhaling, and then an exhaling down. So now we're going to do this with a twist, coming into prayer twist. Feet will be together now if there's no issues with the inner thighs. We'll bring our hands to prayer, inhaling, exhaling Tadasana. Draw the shoulders back, inhale, lifting up, both arms come up. Exhale as you sit down like you're going to sit into the chair. Good deep inhale here, and an exhale, let's come to prayer. Sit a little lower. So now you can stay here just focusing on engaging the core as you sit low, or if you want, start to take your left elbow to your right knee and your right hand to prayer, finding the fingertips, finding the palms of the hands together, coming into your twist. You can stay here, or you could take that left hand down and bring the right arm up, twisting further and opening up the front of the chest. You don't have to do this. It's just more layers to add to your practice. Palms back together. Start to right the body as you sink low, and then come up to standing, reaching up, both arms up, and then let's go over to the other side. Good, deep inhale, reaching up. Exhaling down the arms. Inhaling with arms back up again. Exhaling as we sit low in the chair. Good deep inhale. And an exhale, come to prayer. Hands to prayer as you sit low, again engaging the core. Stay here, or start to take your right elbow to your left outer knee. Keep the palms together in prayer and start to take a look toward the left side. Stay there with palms pressed together, or start to take that right hand down to 6 o'clock and your left hand up to 12 as you come into this prayer twist or open twist. Hands will come back to prayer, and we'll start to right the body, coming back towards center, rising up as we take our arms up and straighten the legs. Good deep inhale, and an exhale down. Rise up once more as we reach up, inhaling. Exhale, hands to prayer, and right knee comes up. We're going to step into warrior two. Good, deep inhale here. Exhale, kick out that right leg first. Inhale, coming back, right knee's bent. And on the exhale, coming all the way back, stepping back. Right leg back, perpendicular to the front foot as it's forward facing, and we'll take our arms up and over the body. Our drishti over that left middle finger. We can sink into that left knee if our body feels good to do that tonight. Keeping that left knee bent, let's flip the front palm and reverse the warrior, reaching up. Straightening that left leg, let's come up a little bit higher as we rise up and feel length along the left side of the body. Come back into your warrior two. Reach out and extend. Exhaling down, left forearm to top of thigh. We'll rise up with that right arm. Inhaling. Exhale, right arm up and over the body. Right arm is going to come back. We'll take our right hand to our right hip, straighten that left leg, and now parallel the feet together so that we're facing one another. We'll inhale in, and as we exhale, let's forward fold. We're going to do a little more twisting here. Our hands can come down to the mat, or if our hands don't allow us to come down to the mat tonight, we have a block in front of us that can help bring the floor to us. Both hands down onto the block. Gently start to bend that right knee. As you sink into that right knee, you start to feel that left inner thigh. Come back again, back to midline, and then on the next breath, bending the left knee, finding that right inner thigh. And then coming back again. Left hand to the mat, and we'll start to draw that right arm up to 12 o'clock, coming into a twist. Reach up and extend and open up the chest and the shoulders. Right hand is going to come back down again, and we'll bring that left arm up. Reach up and extend. Twisting here. Left arm's going to come down again. Again, once more, just bend that right knee. Now flex that left foot. So we start to hinge in. If you wanted to go even further, you could come all the way down, right? And coming into Skandasana as we get a little lower, but you don't have to. And then let's come back again, back to our midline area as we start to bend that left knee down. Flex that right foot, and then if you wanted to come way down low, you could come down. Let's come back again, hands down toward the mat, and then gently start to draw that right foot over toward the right front part of the mat. Left foot stays perpendicular to the right. We find a bend in that right knee, and then we'll bring our way up to our warrior two now on this other side with our drishti over our right middle finger. Again, finding your way as you sink in to that right knee. Flip the front palm, keep that right knee bent, and reverse your warrior. Rise up. Straighten the right leg and rise up a little higher, feeling the right side lengthening. Let's come back to warrior two, bending the right knee with the breath, and then take the right forearm to the top of the thigh and take that left arm up to 12 o'clock. Reach up and extend. Left arm comes up and over the body for a nice lengthening. And then let's windmill the arms over and down, frame that right foot, back heel of that left foot comes up. We'll take the left knee down and the right knee will come to meet the left. Let's do a few warrior push-ups now. So we're going to take our knees down. Hands are starfished in front of us. So you can be here, or if you want to come into a full chaturanga push-up, you can. I'm not quite there yet with my shoulders. So you can be here and come down, or knees down. So we're hugging the elbows in toward the body. We're using the biceps muscles to bring ourselves down halfway and then push ourselves back up again. Find your breath. Come down and then back up. Come down and then back up. Let's go for 3 more. And 2. And 1. Come up onto your knees. Draw the arms up. Good deep inhale here. I'm going to have my back to you for just a moment. Take your right hand down in between the shoulder blades. Catch the left hand to the right elbow and gently bring that right hand down between the shoulder blades and then head over toward the left side for a nice stretch here. Come back, both arms come up, and then gently catch your left elbow with your right hand. That left hand comes in between the shoulder blades, and then we'll hinge over toward the right side. Come back as you reach up, good deep inhale. As you exhale, come back to your tabletop. We're going to come into plank together. If this doesn't feel good to you and you want to come down to forearm plank, then go there. Just remember to set yourself up like we have in the past by finding your elbows as you bend your arms and then bringing the arms out if that's where you're going to go. If you want to come into plank together, take one foot out and then the other. Find your wrists right underneath the shoulders. Gently first start bringing the hips up toward the ceiling and then bring the hips down so that you find some alignment there. Engage the core as you take a good deep inhale in. And so like we were playing around before, gently you can keep the arms locked and straight. Bring the chest down just slightly, letting the shoulder blades come together, and then root down and push back up again. So you really find some strength and stability in that upper body, but also the shoulder heads and the muscles that innervate that area. Let's continue our breath in for 1 and 2, for 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Gently bring the knees down, take the knees wide toward the edges of the mat, and we'll sink the buttocks low. So coming into child's pose, if this doesn't feel good on the knees, remember you can keep the knees about hip width distance apart and start to sink the heart low, coming into Anahatsana. Right? Lots of ways to modify in your child's pose. If the knees are out wide and your knees allow you to do so tonight, just sinking the heart low. You could keep the forearms on the mat if that feels good to you. Take the third eye, that area in between the eyebrows, just gently rest. Take a little lull back and forth from side to side. Finding your way. And then we'll gently walk our hands over toward the left side of the mat. Reaching longest with our right pinky fingers. Head down. Reaching long. Finding your breath. Remember, as you inhale in, you have that opportunity to exhale and start to engage the pelvic floor muscles, coming in to a little bit of a Kegel exercise, engaging pelvic floor and abdomen. Coming back as you make your way back toward the midline, allowing everything to release. Take a good deep inhale in and the exhale, if you'd like, to engage the pelvic floor muscles and abdominal muscles as you tighten everything up. And then allow a release and walk your way over toward the right side of the mat. Reaching long through the left pinky finger, inhaling. As you exhale, again, engaging pelvic floor muscles as you tighten up and tighten up the core. And then relax, coming back towards your midline. Now we will come to forearm if you weren't there already. We'll take our legs out long and sink the pelvis down toward the floor. Again, finding your elbows with your fingertips first. So you cross them over on top of one another and then let the forearms come out in front of you. So now you find some good alignment here right underneath so that the elbows are right underneath the shoulders. We'll tuck the toes under now and start to bring the hips up high. Again, in an exaggerated sort of way, buttocks come up toward the ceiling, and then we'll start to sink the buttocks down so that you're in a nice alignment. Again, if this starts to become too much, you could just take one knee down and then the other knee. More importantly here is to engage the core, send the body out long. We start to take a look down toward the mat and find our breath. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. If this starts to become any sort of fatigue, then you just take one leg down and then the other. If this starts to become too easy, you could just take one leg up and then the other. Find your way here, whatever feels good to you. Let's take one more good deep inhale in, and as you exhale, sending the pelvis down, and let's bring the body all the way down to the floor, starfishing the hands now. Let's take those right underneath the shoulder heads. We'll do a few little cobra push-ups. So hugging the elbows in toward the midline. Let's inhale in as we send the head up on the inhale, pushing up, exhale coming down. Inhale, pushing up, exhale coming down. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Last time, inhaling. And on the exhale, coming all the way down. So start to bring the arms out long, like you're going to be flying. We're going to take our left foot and bring it up a couple of inches above the mat. We'll start to take the shoelace as part of that right foot, sinking that down into the mat as you take that left foot up. Tiny pulses with that left leg as you breathe. Flexing the left foot, continue the pulse. Point the foot, continue the pulse. Let the neck be long so that you're not using, the head can be down on the mat. Mine's up so you can hear me. And let that left leg come down. Let's do the same thing. So shoelace is part of that left foot on the mat, and we'll start to draw that right foot up off the mat. So really using the buttock and hamstring muscle as you take that tiny pulse with that right leg. And flex that right foot. Point the right foot, continue the pulse, and flex that right foot, continue the pulse. Last time, and then bring that down. Let's slowly roll over onto our backs, find your block close by. On your back, take a moment to settle here. The lower back might feel fatigued having just been on your stomach. And if you have any lower back issues, just making your way for a moment just to settle in and allow some quiet to settle in onto the lower back. You feel the soles of the feet on the mat, the knees are bent. If the body allows, finding your heels with your fingertips. Allow a softening to occur in the shoulders. Perhaps there was tension there. Find one of your blocks now, or a pillow, or a small exercise ball, whatever you happen to have, and let's place that in between the legs. After finding alignment, feeling the heels with the fingertips, let's start to squeeze the block or whatever you happen to have that you're using in its place. As you inhale in and exhale out, continue the squeeze as we engage the inner thigh muscles. You're just focusing on that. You can start to sink the lower back in toward the mat as you gently tilt the pelvis up, but continue that squeeze of the inner thigh. You should be shaking. Mine are. You're making it count by really activating the inner thigh as you inhale in. And then exhale, release it. Notice if you had any tension in the lower back. Again, start to sink that lower back, the lower back into the mat and start to tilt the pelvis up to get any sort of relief to the lower back. As you inhale in once more, let's exhale and start to squeeze the block. This time take the pelvis, take the hips up toward the ceiling. And then lower. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good, deep inhale as you lift. And lower. Let's add the arms now. Inhaling, arms come up straight overhead. As you push with the soles of the feet, maybe you can come up a little bit higher. Exhale to lower. Inhaling as you lift. Exhale to lower. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. So you're continuing that squeeze as you lift and lower, really accessing the inner thigh muscles. Inhaling as you lift. Exhaling to lower. Last time. Inhaling and exhaling. Move the block away. See if you've traveled a little bit. So maybe you need to right yourself back and find your heels. Draw the knees in just slightly together, and then make your way back up, coming into your bridge posture. Take your left foot, bring it up toward the ceiling. Straightening that left leg, flexing that left foot. Point and flex that left foot. Kick up a little bit higher. And now let's take the left leg back down. Keep that bridge posture. Take that right leg up, finding weight in that left foot. Kick up, straightening that right leg. You'll feel that hamstring. Kick up a little bit higher. And then right foot's going to come down to meet the left. Push yourself back up into that bridge posture and then come down. Gently and slowly start to draw the knees in toward the chest. A little rock back and forth from side to side. We're going to go one more time. As you rock back and forth from side to side, just feeling the spine and the flanks. Make contact as you take that motion. Soles of the feet back down onto the mat, the knees are bent. Inhale as you push yourself up into bridge posture. Find weight in the left foot as you draw that right foot up. Push up and kick up. Right foot's going to come down. Left foot comes up. Kick up. Left foot comes down. One more time. Draw that right foot up, kick up, push with the sole of that left foot. Right foot comes down, left foot comes up, last one, push up, and then the left foot comes down and the pelvis and hips come down. Draw both feet up toward the ceiling now. Lower back presses in toward the mat. We use our core. First to start by pointing and flexing the feet. Bringing feet to about hip width distance apart, just make some circles with the ankle. Now we're going to take the feet together and then bring the feet all the way out. And now draw them back together. So the hands can be down beside you or the hands can be T-shaped out. See what feels okay on your shoulders. The idea here is we're pressing the lower back into the mat. We're using the core to take the feet out and then come back together. The feet come out and then come back together. We find our way as we move and breathe. So the benefits, of course, are we're in this upside down place, right? So gravity's kind of doing the work to help to move the fluids down toward our lymphatic system. Right? But we're also focusing on inner thigh. As we come out, we squeeze in to come in. We also can start to engage the core as we draw the feet in toward one another. So again, creating layers as you create this motion. You could even, on the outstretch, start to tighten up pelvic floor muscles and abdominal muscles as the feet come in. As you exhale, coming in. Inhale, coming out. Exhale, tightening everything up. Inhaling. Exhale, tightening everything up. Inhaling to release. Exhaling to tighten everything up. Or you can just make the motion and just forget what I was just saying, right? I'm just giving you options to add to your practice. Last time. Now bend the knees and gently take the hands toward the knees. Draw the knees toward the armpits. Right? So we're just kind of just taking a little bit of a break here. Make a circle with the ankles. And then let's go one more time. Taking the feet out wide. Again, find your way with your hands. And then draw the feet in. And then come back out. So as you do, you can also add the layer of taking the feet toward the crown of the head. So you're really engaging the core as you're drawing the feet in. Inhaling as you release, letting everything relax. And then engaging everything on the exhale. Remember, it can be audible because you're in your home studio and no one can hear you. You're just listening to me breathe. And you breathe. And that's a good thing too. Doing that together. Coming out and then coming back. Last time, and then coming back. Gently draw the knees in toward the chest. Let's do one last twist before we come into Shavasana. We'll take our right knee in toward the chest. Left leg is long. You should feel that left leg as you outstretch it. We've just been working it in quite a few different ways. We'll take the right knee out toward the right side of the body first, externally rotating, taking that left arm as we reach up and extend. One nice long line. Left fingertips down to that left heel as we kick out and lengthen and reach. Slowly draw that right knee across the body toward the left side, taking it in our left hand with the right knee. And then T-shape out that right arm. As we come into this twist, take that belly in and out as you expand and contract it. Give the digestive system a little massage. And now reach out, take that right arm slightly off the mat, reach out and extend like you're reaching for something, then let that right shoulder head rest again on the mat. Offer up some good energy to someone who might need it. And that someone can be you. With your palm up. Take that right knee back in toward the body, and then let's switch it out. Gently draw that left knee in, extend that right leg long. Right calf presses into the mat. And with our left knee, left hand, take that left knee out toward the left side of the body and reach out and extend long with the fingertips. Like someone's gently pulling you from the right fingertips and that right heel in opposite directions, just lengthening the body. And on the next breath, with our right hand, we'll gently take that left knee across the body to the right side and T-shape out that left arm. We have two hands that can offer up kindness to someone else. With that outstretched palm, take that arm above the mat just a couple of inches and reach and extend and say that person's name. And then let that left shoulder head just rest on the mat. And come into this twist with a nice belly breath in and out. Be kind. Kind to yourself, kind to others. Both knees come back in toward the chest, hugging in. A gentle rock back and forth from side to side. And then let's all make our way into the Shavasana that resonates with you tonight. You could start off in Viparita Karani, again with legs up the wall, legs up onto a chair with the calves on the chair, or taking the feet just down and taking the feet toward the edges of the mat. If you found that you need to create a little tension by tightening up areas and then releasing, that may give you just enough that you can come into a nice resting posture. Inhale as you go deep within. Exhale as the body starts to connect with the mat, with the earth. Make yourself that 5 to 10% more comfortable as you settle in. The mind can rest at this place where the body touches the earth. So let the weight of the body sink into this place. Our reading tonight comes from Michael Damian. as you lie in Shavasana, just listening to the words. He titles it, "You Are Saved by Your Love." Having just been Valentine's Day, it kind of was a little bit of a theme yesterday as we read Ram Dass. Love is the power that reveals truth and drives our search for it. You may have noticed that if you study something deeply, like an animal or a face or a piece of music, you begin to love it most of the time. But you also can become one with it. This felt sense of oneness is the highest expression of love. When you love like this, you transcend the selfish distortions and ambitions that once tainted your study. The true study and mastery of anything both demands and evokes this real love. In this study of existence, you realize your oneness with it. As the artificial divide between you and the world dissolves, the whole of the existence is found to be good and worthy of love. All sense of separation is gone. There is an open, lucid awareness that manifests the joy of being. When we're joyful, we do not think to go and find that higher power. In joy, we feel light as a feather. And to that lightness, we know that higher power and all that's worth knowing. The spiritual search is for this undivided condition. And in this search, as in all things, you need understanding and you need love. The way is loving work with your present understanding, knowing that love directs the work and already contains the goal. It is love that drives you to seek understanding. And each new step in understanding brings more love. When you lack understanding in any given moment, you're saved by your love, even that love that cries out in despair. Love ensures that revelation will eventually come like lightning. And love itself will be the light in it. So welcome the wind, the storm, the rain, as you inquire into your true nature. They bring the lightning of self-knowledge. And in a flash, you'll behold a new heaven and earth and know yourself as you have always been. You are saved by your love. Peace. Peace to you. Slowly make some movement to your fingers and to your toes. Start to wake the body up. And then gently roll over to your right or to your left side, cradling your head in your arm, offering up that loving kindness to yourself. Slowly start to make your way up to a comfortable seat to finish your practice together. This beautiful Sangha that we've created, community of people on Zoom, Facebook. As we come up to a comfortable seat, just acknowledging that. Acknowledging coming to your mat to practice today. With gratitude to move your body, to breathe independently. And when you're ready and you're in that comfortable seat, taking a moment to elongate the spine, sit tall. Perhaps bringing your hands back to prayer, just like we were doing in our twists today. Thanks for being open to doing something new on our day 15 together. May all beings be free of fear and of harm. And may we all be happy just the way we are. And may we be at peace with whatever comes our way. And may we rest softly in the gentleness of our own hearts. Good deep inhale in together. Let's bow and share the word namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this day 15 practice with me. I look forward to practicing with you all tomorrow for our day 16. We'll continue on throughout the week. And then we even get an added bonus of our February 22nd practice, since we normally practice on Monday nights anyway. So namaste to you. Have a wonderful night tonight, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Namaste.